You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Sternberg Museum of Natural History, also by The Dentist.
Fort Hays State University's Sternberg Museum of Natural History invites you to experience Bringing Fossils to Life, their newest permanent exhibit under the dome. Meet a giant mosasaur and its living little relative, the Australian water monitor. Learn about evolutionary stasis with giant tortoises and discover the many ways fish made their way onto land with mud skippers. Experience all this and more at Fort Hays State University's Sternberg Museum of Natural History in Hays, Kansas.
Discovery under the dome.
Come discover a one-of-a-kind dental center for the whole family at The Dentist. Dr. Melinda Miner and Dr. Michael Holmberg and their warm and friendly staff love working with children of all ages to help keep everyone smile happy and healthy. They recommend children start seeing the dentist by age 1. The Dentist is now accepting new patients, children, and their families. Visit them at 1010 Downing Avenue in Hays or online at thedentistinhays.com. See our ad in the Next Tech directory.
Hello and welcome to You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. My name is Dana Stanton and I'm the coordinator of early childhood grants for USD 489. And with me today is April Green. Good afternoon, April.
Hello.
Now first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm from Western Kansas. My dad was a minister, so we moved around quite a lot. But I've been in Hays since '99. I am married. My husband Tom works at Next Tech, and I have 2 boys, 13 and 9.
9, so you're busy.
So, yes, a little bit.
You're a busy mind. Now, today you're here and you're part of an organization. I guess tell us a little bit about that organization.
Okay. Last June, I had noticed that there weren't any autism support groups around it. They had died down when Riley was diagnosed at 2.5. There was one and it lasted for a while, and I think another one started up, but here lately there hadn't been one. And the subject kept coming up here and there. We should get together as moms and, you know, that type of thing. So I said, well, I will do it. Okay. So I started up the Autism Family Support Group, and we meet once a month, or try to meet once a month, and I try to have a topic. Sometimes I've had speakers of various ages. I know this is mainly for young kids, but I really also want to get to adults and teenagers and
because everybody knows
ages.
someone with autism.
Exactly. And it's not just as with most disabilities, it's not just the kiddo. The whole family is affected, involved.
Sisters
and
affected, and brothers and aunts and uncles, everybody, you know, it's something that touches lots of lives.
Exactly. Well, and you know, we're just such a unique a unique group that it's so nice to sit in a room where other parents understand. I have
I can say, oh, I know, I've done that. Yeah, that happened to me.
Or I'm struggling with this. How about those type of things. I have a wonderful group of college students that help me out and watch the kiddos, and so the parents can sit and, I mean, the kids can join us if they want to, but if they want to go up and play, then the parents can sit and relax.
And sometimes when you have young children or children that maybe need more attention, Mom and Dad don't get to talk very much, and you don't get a lot if you're worried about the kids. So childcare is a real important thing.
It is. Well, and you have this child that needs this or needs that or has this particular need. You can't just...
One size doesn't always fit all.
You just can't go and find any babysitter. They really have to be...
They have to have some special skills.
Yeah, exactly.
And it depends upon the child. Now, I guess I'm going to back up and say, autism. I mean, what is autism? I mean, I think people have a general idea, but what's a specific definition?
Okay. A mental condition that starts at an early age, characterized by difficulty communicating, whether they don't communicate at all, or they start late, or, you know, or just one-word sentences, or that type of thing. Social difficulty, whether it's not wanting to be touched, not knowing personal space at all, you know, not getting, you know, you and I have, most of us have normal social cues that, or rules
that we know how to react.
Exactly, and they don't have a filter for that type of thing. And then using language, and then abstract concepts they don't. they don't understand. They're very concrete.
Black and white.
Black and white,
yeah.
yes.
Shades of gray, maybe not so much.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, I mean, what does it look like? How, you know, how a child with autism or an adult with autism, what would be things you would notice?
Well, with my son, he talks to himself a lot. You know, he loves, there for a while we had SpongeBob and we're driving down in the car and he's repeating a SpongeBob episode. And I'm like, buddy, can you change the channel because we've heard this episode before, you know? Forgot to do that. And sometimes they have tics, some rocking, some flapping,
some flapping, yeah.
You know, that type of thing. Some of them are really sensitive to sensory, and so being out in public, you know, sometimes you don't know what's going to set them off. My son used to get very angry when we wouldn't go to the toy section. We had a routine when we went to Walmart. We walk in, we go to the toy section, and then so we had to go.
And woe to you who changed the routine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a stomp pout. It was, you know, a all-out fit, or, you know, he's a little bit too sensitive to light at this point in time, or fabrics, or, you know, or whatever it is. And then we have a breakdown, and sometimes it can look physical and sometimes it can't, or, and then you have some kiddos that just, or people that say hi to everybody and anybody. Like I said, there is absolutely no filter.
Yeah, greeter to the world.
Greeter to the world, and pointing out, bless my friends, people in my life's heart. He'll walk up and, you know, he'll smile. Hi, Riley, how are you today? And, your teeth are, you know.
Yeah, make it a comment that maybe isn't socially acceptable.
Exactly, exactly. So it looks different for each individual person. Some communicate, some don't mind touching, some do.
Well, like any other child, not one size fits all.
Exactly.
Just different. Now, you talked a little bit about your support group. You know, tell us a little bit more about that. How often do you meet? You know, what are the parameters? Who can go?
Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody. Okay. I even have not only just families, moms, dads, with young kids, old kids. I have a aunt, uncle, whatever that is. I have a friend that I work with that has. I have a friend, my niece has it. Anybody. And it says family because usually families are looking for support and help like that. But if you work in an environment, I've talked to Hayes Academy hair design class and giving them tips on how to work with people with autism. So I mean, even if you're curious, you know, that we meet, we try to meet every month on the second Tuesday. We've been meeting at the Reed Center. They have a wonderful setup for us there, and usually at 6:30, so it's not too late.
Too late, too early. Enough time to get home and get settled, and still get home before it's too late.
Exactly, and it's very relaxed. It's not formal at all. I just wanted to make a place where parents could come and be comfortable,
and maybe learn a little bit, but network.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, I know something, you and your group are planning an event, so tell me about your event.
Okay. Well, like I told you earlier, Dr. Raj Sharma with the
Special Ed Co-op.
Special Ed Co-op, yes. He has gotten some amazing people together. Fort Hays State University, KVC, DCWK,
some qualified people in the field, yeah.
Yes, and we are going to be at the Sternberg Museum on April 22nd. I got a flyer here. Celebrate Autism Awareness Month at Sternberg on April 22nd. It is from 1 to 3. Organizations throughout Hays and the community will be hosting the day. There may be some speakers at the beginning. We haven't cemented anybody in yet. We're still working out details, but there'll be a 5-minute speakers. We're not going to do all day lecture things.
Not huge keynote things.
No. And so we will have some speakers. We'll have, we're going to, at 3 o'clock, we're going to go out to the nature trail and walk. And then I don't know, did we put that on there? Not yet. At some point in time, there will be a 30-minute roar-free.
I heard about that because sometimes the loud roar of the dinosaurs might be a little
much.
much.
And even the ambiance is a little. It's amazing how sound can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not for sure about that, but definitely the dinosaur
Yeah.
will mind his manners for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Now, it sounds
So-
like wonderful information, a great event, a great group. So
Yes.
my last question for you is if people want more information, what is there a website or a phone number, a Facebook page? How would they get in contact with someone?
Yes. April Green. We have a Facebook page. It is Autism Family Support Group Hayes. And yeah, my phone number 785-650-1002.
And I'll tell you, before you leave, I'll get your information, and we'll have
Yeah.
a link on HayesParents.com to also let people have another place so they can get that information. April, wonderful information.
Thank you.
Great organization. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for being
Absolutely.
here today.
Thank you.
You've been watching You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. Parents, remember, you are your child's first and best teacher. Thank you.
You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Sternberg Museum of Natural History, also by The Dentist.